I'm Laura, the Sassy Dietitian, here with Elizabeth Akinwale, a CrossFit Games athlete from Chicago, Illinois, Hyde Park. And we're just going to talk to her, ask her a few quick questions about her CrossFit career, how she balances work, life, and all the fun things that you guys have to do too. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So we're in Albany, New York right now. It's actually nice enough that we can be outside, thank goodness.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got into CrossFit and what's helped you stick around? Because I feel like sometimes a lot of people get into it and they just feel like, this isn't for me.
I started, my sister actually told me about it. She was playing rugby in Minnesota, and some of her friends were doing CrossFit as like strength and conditioning for their games. So she just sent me the main site link, and I didn't really know what it was, but for some reason I wanted to check it out, and found a local affiliate, CrossFit Chicago, and just walked in, did like the intro, and did my first class, and I was pretty much hooked from day one. So I was kind of one of those type of people. I always was kind of a gym rat, so it fit for me. But for me, it's always been kind of like a release. It's like my stress reliever. It's my fun for the day. It's my social outlet.
Yeah.
So it hasn't really been hard to stick with because it kind of serves a lot of purposes in addition to fitness.
That's awesome. So you have kind of an athletic background.
I do. I grew up doing mostly gymnastics.
Jealous.
Yeah, I know. It's really helpful. And then just sort of, again, became like sort of a gym rat. So just trying everything from distance running to spin classes to weight training, the whole gamut.
Cool. So what is the best advice you've ever gotten being a CrossFit athlete?
Well, I wouldn't say just like one piece of advice, but generally speaking, having integrity in movement. So I think whether you're a competitor or a recreational participant, moving well is going to keep you healthy and keep you participating in what you love. So that to me is the most important thing I've learned.
Okay. So that goes for all of you out there too. That's a great advice. So speaking of the CrossFit life, what is it like to be a CrossFit Games athlete? Because I think a lot of people look to people like you and it's like, what's the difference between people like us who are just here doing box jumps and people like you who are rock stars?
Well, I don't know about rock stars, but it is it's pretty amazing how the sport's growing and how the competitive side has gotten bigger and bigger. I've been involved, this is going on my 5th year, and just the commitment involved, the time commitment involved, and the investment of, coaching resources and nutritional resources, rehab resources, your chiropractic care, all those kind of things. Like, it's just kind of gotten bigger and bigger each year, I think, as the competition gets more intense. So I think that's one of the biggest things is just the amount of time and resources committed is going to be a big difference, as well as, obviously athletic background is going to be more and more important.
Right.
As it gets more competitive. You're seeing more folks who came out of weightlifting, came out of gymnastics, came out of sports that they've been doing their whole lives that are going to help them as competitors.
So it's more of like a lifestyle as opposed to just a hobby.
Well, I think so, for sure. I mean, it's because in order to be successful and to be healthy, like not have injuries, you really have to commit, to getting your sleep, to eating well, and getting the treatments that you might need to maintain your body. You can't just come in and pound out volume in the gym and not have the other parts in place.
Well, good. I like hearing that.
Yeah.